Hello, friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Professor Rao here, and let's welcome to Let's Crack the Interviews. Let's talk about tips to pass a job interview. What are the various tips or pointers we need to keep in cracking, rather clearing a job interview? Gear up. First and foremost thing, let's talk about general tips to pass an interview. Imagine you apply for your dream job, which is coming up, and you need to ace it and perform well in order to grab that opportunity. Is optimize your English communication skills through practice. You may not be what's called extremely great at your communication skills, but however, you can optimize and you can practice a decent degree of English communication skills through practice. Uh, Practice taking a video, practice in front of a mirror, practice with your friend, a family member, then record it, and then you see for yourself, and then do the course correction and so on. Start with a smile, good eye contact, and strong handshake is very important. You go to an interview, show up on time, and you start with a smile, isn't it? Smile is the important attire you wear in any process or in an interview, particularly. Start with a smile, have a good eye contact with the interviewer, and give a firm, web to web, professional, strong handshake. Keep the tone down regarding voice, talking about paralanguage. Paralanguage is all about what things we do with our voice, tone, intonation, pitch, and speed. Keep the tone down, friendly and serious to be authentic. At the same time, be friendly and serious, so that demonstrates that you are very authentic and serious about the whole process. Adopt good body language, important. Friends, 93% of communication is non-verbal, and body language and paralanguage are paramount in that. 55% of communication is body language, and 38% of communication is paralanguage. Overall, 93% of communication is non-verbal. Body language is very critical. Body speaks louder than words. And if you have a confident, friendly, professional body language, that can be your best friend, or if you have a negative body language, that acts as our worst enemy. Sit up right with open body language posture in the interview room, in the chair, which is being offered. Keep good eye contact and use hand gestures. Eye contact is the number one body language cue element, which is very important. Maintain a decent eye contact and use hand gestures. Your hand gestures should be in sync with the words you are using, your voice, which means your audio should be in sync with your video. Body speaks louder than words, and be comfortable and confident as far as your body language is concerned. It's not about you, it's about them. Interview is all about them, the interviewer, about the organization. So it's not about what organization uh, offers to you, rather what you offer and how you can add value to the company. What can you do for the company? Why it's good idea to hire you, and can give examples like taking from your skills, your knowledge, and your previous experience. You can give examples. Examples are very important. For whatever you are claiming, you need to substantiate with examples. So tell them why it's a good idea to hire you with examples. Never criticize your previous institution or company, previous employer. Never criticize, and see that you are attending this particular interview for your job enrichment and for your further growth and career advancement and progression in professional progression. So, and say that you have learned a lot in your previous organization. You have got skills, experience, and knowledge, and the right attitude. That's why it's what actually that makes you confident in adding value and offering something to the company, which is pertinent and which acts as your differentiator, which actually is actually you makes you unique. Everyone likes stories, you know that. Brain operates in pictures, and stories are powerful, and they paint pictures. Use story to drive home your point. You all like stories, right? Isn't it? So have a compelling story and try to a short story. So that is it. Please know your USP, unique selling point or unique selling proposition. What's your unique selling point? What makes you different from the rest of the pack? Are you a quick learner? Are you a style? You know body languages? Are you a team player? You have certifications, you presented papers, you attended seminars, symposium conferences, you have publications. Let them know what makes you unique. You need to be unique you. Be yourself and be unique you. In what way you are unique and different from the rest of the people waiting outside the interview cabin. I'm good at learning, for example, good at learning languages, or I'm good at web designing and with an example. So therefore, which is part of the job description. Therefore, I can add value to your organization and help in better web designing and execution of your project, and see I can contribute to the growth of the project, growth of the account, growth of the company, and so on. Connect with the interviewer to get into his or her mindset is very important. Connecting with the interview is very important, and you need to be free, friendly, and extremely professional. And list all the job requirements. Write down all job requirements that matches your strengths. You know, before applying for that position, you would have definitely seen a JDJP, job description, job plan. Write down all the job requirements that matches your strengths, and list all the benefits you can bring to the table for the organization based on your skills, isn't it? Based on the skills and the benefits you can offer that matches with the job requirement. Craft and create a script, a written value added proposition speech, isn't it? Create a value added proposition pitch and craft it and write down the script and probably practice. Create a compelling story as a problem solver, as a value addition for a faster, better, cheaper, larger, steadier, and more consistent contributor. Say I am accountable for results, which is you mean what you say, and you are result oriented and extremely task oriented, and you work for the take an organizational stand, and you are accountable for the results in your project for the company. Learn key phrases, very important that you can use appropriate key phrases that drive home your point. Speak naturally and clearly, don't memorize your answers. And know the key phrases, but please be as natural as possible, isn't it? It's very important. Don't memorize. People can find out if we memorize and give them, memorized answers. The key phrases, for example, a lot of work. Instead, you can say significant amount of work. Completely, you can say that wholeheartedly. You can say stuff like, you can say I have a flair for programming. I have flair for web designing, something like that. Good to have key expressions, very important, and try to learn some key phrases. Don't worry about your grammar. Interviewer is not a grammar teacher. Express yourself clearly and precisely in a simple English, that's good enough. Remember, interview is not an interrogation, rather interaction. Friends, look at interview with a positive perspective, and interview is not an interrogation, rather an interaction. It's a dialogue. It's a opportunity to talk to the interviewer, and it's a process of assessing the suitability of a candidate for a given role. It's a dialogue process. It is an interaction with the interviewer. Enjoy that interaction, and never look at it as an interrogation. Enjoy the interview process, relax, and be confident, be authentic, be yourself, and be prepared, and focus on the value addition to the organization, and more likely to work for you. This preparation and this point is more likely to work for you. So, friends, look at interview as an opportunity of interaction, not as an interrogation, isn't it? Isn't it? So, therefore, you talk about the value addition and how and why hiring you makes a difference to the organization, and how you can bring value to the table. That's very, very important. Of course, it's natural to be nervous. Please control your nerves and be comfortable, confident, and enjoy the whole process of interviewing. It's very, very important. And relax. Definitely, it will work for you, and you will be extremely successful. Thank you, friends. That's all for that, and thank you very